All right, what's up? It's Beyond the Roll podcast. This is episode 16. It's Kwame, and I'm with your boy Zoe. What up, man? How's it going?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Excited this week. A lot of things going on. UFC. We're gonna
What's
talk
up?
about that, and yeah, man, just insane main event, bro. Alex and Khalil. What are your thoughts on that? It was a wild match, bro. It was insane.
I was, excited for the match. Kind of Khalil was suspended a few months ago. He went on Joe Rogan, started talking about some of the stuff that happened. I think he was taking some supplements,
Mm,
and some of them, were tainted with something, and then he got
mhm.
popped. And then next thing you know, a few months later, he has this title shot, and we're just like, all right, we'll see what Alex Pereira could do. He's not really expecting, to fight Khalil. He's fighting the top contenders, fight Yuri Prohaska, Jamal Hill, and I was excited to see what was going to happen. Then, waiting for the main event, see Khalil Roundtree walk out to this like Western song. I don't know if you heard that
Oh
walk
yeah,
out.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was crazy, bro. Super suspenseful. Then you saw freaking Mister Chama come out there with his little march and the bow and arrow, which is
Yeah, it
always
was sick.
crazy to see, dude. It's always, it feels like, I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't feel like it's a normal UFC fight. It feels like they're like fighting for something else. I don't even know how to explain it. But I was just super curious on how the fight was going to go, and it was super entertaining. I kind of want to get your thoughts on the first few rounds.
Mhm.
I was kind of surprised. Khalil kind of made Alex look kind of human out there, which is not normal to see. So I
Yeah,
kind of was curious on what you thought from like the beginning of the fight.
I thought Khalil was looking very fast, man. He was quick and he's throwing I don't know what really kind of shots, if that's a hook or overhand. It's like
Yeah,
a mix in between. He has a
hmm
very interesting like style. It's different. It's like he's just
right.
throwing hammers out there. I thought he was quicker than Alex, and I feel like he had him probably like the first two rounds. I liked Alex's, he was still getting his like low kicks in there,
For
damaging
sure.
his
Yeah,
leg. I like that. They kept it on the feet, which was promised. And I just started to see Khalil just kind of slow down at the end of the third. And I think that's when the shift started happening, man. That's what I saw.
that's
What
what I
did you
saw
see?
as well.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started
You saw
seeing
it?
Khalil gas out a little bit. It was just watching Alex fight, especially hearing it with some commentators, bro. They hype him up like so much, and it's like you
Oh
never
yeah.
know. It could be any second. This fool could throw a left hook and it's lights out, bro. So it's like
Yes.
even though Khalil has some momentum, you're like, okay, he's doing his thing. It's like at the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know. Like it's like you never know watching this guy fight, which is crazy. I've never really felt like that. Watching too many other people fight, they kind of exchange back and forth, and then once one guy gets the momentum, then it's pretty much his fight. It's not really
Mhm.
with Alex. So once Khalil started gassing out, he got a cut on his nose, started leaking,
Yeah.
and it started looking like a freaking horror movie towards
Oh,
the
man.
fourth round, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
Yeesh.
goodness.
Yeah, he had that
And
split
hmm
in his eye. That was gross, man. I was like, "Oof." It started looking like Halloween, bro. Like, it looked like some zombie stuff going on. Walking Dead right there. He looked like a
yeah,
walking dead man at that point, bro.
yeah,
It
for
was
sure.
wild.
And I was expecting, Khalil to maybe to turn it up during the championship rounds, but he was just like he used a lot of energy, bro. And
Yeah.
it was interesting also watching Khalil just because he's a southpaw, and
Mhm,
Alex is used to fighting a lot of traditional stances, and
mhm.
it was different. The low kicks were still there, but Khalil didn't switch stances. He didn't try to take him down.
Nope.
So I mean, it took a lot of heart for Khalil to just stand there and freaking fight on the feet, bro. It was crazy.
You know what else I noticed is, like, Alex, he was mostly just throwing jabs, right? It's crazy how strong his jab is. It's insane. I think that's what cut him open, right? Was it a jab that cut him
I
open, or was
he
it
would
a
yeah, he
yeah, I
wasn't
thought he
shooting
was
too
just
many powerful shots. I mean, all the shots were powerful, but like the ones that like knock people out. He didn't really shock Khalil with too many big hits, but those jabs were super consistent. Like Khalil will get popped, and he's like, oh snap, and
I did you see the kick though that Khalil threw? That head
yeah,
kick?
I did
Yeah,
see that.
it landed, right? It
It
looked like
did.
it landed. I
It
think
landed. hmm
Alex is just tall, right? How tall is he, man? 6'5" or something?
Uh, Probably around there,
Something
six,
like
probably
that.
6'3", six
He's a tall
five. Yeah,
guy. It's hard to get that kick way up there, so I think his height all those advantages, man, right? To be able
Right.
to throw his leg up there, but I mean, it landed. It's just like Khalil's punches weren't doing that much damage to Alex, bro. That's what I feel like. He was
It felt like
landing
he
them, but they
couldn't
just
reach
were.
him, you know? Like
Yeah, it's like
he would throw them, but they were like they were just a little bit short just because of
yeah,
the reach thing. And Alex was his head movement was really really impressive, dude. If like
yeah.
towards that fourth round, you said
Oh
freaking
yeah,
yeah, you know what I mean? Bro was in the matrix, like you
oh
said. So
yeah,
it's like crazy. Crazy. He was just bobbing and weaving, looking like Floyd out there. And it's like, man, this guy's super strong, super technical. Like he's gonna be hard to stop. But the more fights we see like this, people are studying this guy. People are like trying to
yes,
figure this guy out. And George St. Pierre's talked about it. Champions. It's hard to stay champ. People start looking at you, start looking at
yep.
your tendencies, and I'm sure John Jones is taking notes somewhere just in case, bro.
Yeah, and people are literally breaking down all his fights. Mighty Mouse is like, "Oh, look, Alex loves to do this. This is what he does when he comes in. He's coming for you." So it's like, Alex, you think like all these other heavyweights aren't watching it? Like they're watching him, bro.
For sure.
And but we haven't seen him. Many people like try to take him down. I think Yuri tried to take him down and it didn't work out. But going against someone like John Jones, I feel like John Jones would be able to take him down, dude. He took DC down. I mean,
Crazy.
but John Jones is getting older. But how old is Alex? He's a little older too. He's like
He's
37,
37.
38.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the age difference isn't that big. So if that fight's gonna happen, I mean,
Right.
it's gotta
Kind of just
happen.
don't want the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather situation where the fight's there, but it's just like they're past their prime. I mean,
Yeah,
it's still cool to watch them fight, but if it takes too long, if it takes 2 or 3 years before you watch them
I
fight,
know. Yeah.
it's gonna suck, bro. So hopefully Dana after this Stipe fight, we could make some moves here to get with the fans what they want
So what we have learned is that like you gotta have a gas tank going against Alex. He was very calm out there. So I mean, maybe just I would say, and he's a Muay Thai guy. I mean, he should try to do some more clinches, get him against that cage.
for sure.
He kept his back off the cage, which I like. Khalil wasn't. He was going into the corners of the cage,
Mhm.
and he would circle out, get back in the center. I thought that was good because that's where Alex likes to like kind of back you into like the fence and
Right?
just
Yeah, he would
bam,
kind
bam,
of
bam,
just
bam.
bam.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
know exactly
yeah.
what you mean right there. But I felt like
That was
Khalil
good.
was super patient though. Like even though when he clocked him, like Alex tried like a high kick and he missed, and Khalil was able to get him clean. Like he didn't
Yeah.
jump on that, because you're really exposed. I heard DC talking about it with Pereira. He's saying when he's going for the kill, he's exposing himself when he's in that like kind of situation.
Yep.
But when Khalil hit him, he clipped him. He didn't really try to just like finish it. He kind of just like waited because he knew probably how dangerous he is, even hurt super dangerous still. So I mean, I felt like it was super smart on Khalil's part. It takes a lot of freaking guts to just get in there. So everybody thinks you're gonna die every time you step in that ring with him. So it's like, bro, that stare down was crazy too. But
It was intense. But like
it
you
was,
said, the fourth round it was tough to watch. I didn't think it was gonna make it that far. I was thinking third round,
yeah,
but damn, that fourth round was just like, when is he gonna? I was just like, when is he gonna die? Like, when is he gonna finish him? Like, I was just like, just get him. Like, but Khalil just kept coming.
bro,
And I
yeah,
was just like, holy shit! I was just like, Walking Dead man at that point, and we all knew. But he went out like on his shield, like a soldier, bro. Like, so he gained a lot of respect, a lot of fans. His like DC said, his stock went up. Dude's gonna be
for
worth
sure.
hella money now, bro. That's
Yeah,
how
it's
I
like
see
the
it.
2K game where it's like plus 10,000 fans. It went up a lot just
Oh
because,
yeah,
bro. People notice that it's not even just like an entertainment thing. It's kind of just like bro gave everything he had, and that's like all you could do. That's all, and he didn't give up. He didn't crawl into a ball after getting hit. Like kept on fighting, had one eye, and it's crazy to see. I'm excited to see Khalil's next fight, see what they hook him up with. Next
Hmm.
match. Do you think? I'm not sure about the weight division, but do you think anybody would be a good matchup or something that you would want to see for Khalil?
Strickland, right? Are they in the same weight class, right? Yeah, Strickland or who else could he fight? Izzy. Um, hmm.
Yeah, Izzy would be that'd be crazy.
Because they're at 205 though, huh? Right now,
Yeah, 205. That was a 205.
205. Yeah, I think. Damn. Yeah, I'm not sure who else he can fight. I think Izzy's probably at a he's at a lower weight right now, right? I don't think he's at light heavy. So maybe like Yuri. I don't know.
Yeah, someone like that.
That would be interesting, right?
Yeah, I
I
think
think that
just a
would be
lot of
cool.
people are just going to be excited for his next fight. So whoever they get him,
Whoever they want. Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be dope.
But I did say Sean Strickland is because they had that beef. I don't know if
Oh
you heard
yeah,
about that.
yeah,
Yeah, their
I did hear that.
training and Sean Strickland. So Sean Strickland, he can easily go up to 205, dude. Like that fool
Yeah,
can. Izzy can too. I mean, it's like Izzy doesn't really have much to lose at this point. He ain't really going for a belt. You know what I mean? So it's just like, why not? Like that would be a dope fight. You know? I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I just heard Izzy on Joe Rogan. I don't know if you listened to that one, but that
A
one's
little
like
bit.
I don't know. I thought it was really cool. Izzy talking about, kind of like the. It's kind of cool to see the perspective after you kind of did your title run,
Hmm.
defended your belt, to seeing the mindset afterwards. Talk about like what are you gonna do after fighting, stuff like that. And it seems like, man, these guys are like super, like they're all like adrenaline junkies, like straight up. Because he's talking about he wants to like feel like he's gonna die like twice a year. I'm like, who the hell says that? But these fighters, bro, they're different. So I think it's always interesting to listen to some fighters and their mindset and their perspective because a lot of them they're pretty out there, bro.
Hell yeah. Um, Also back to Alex is gonna take a long break, right? Like 6, 7 months. So shit, man. I don't know if he really said it, but that was definitely one of his a harder fight for him, and he did get a little
Yeah,
lumped up, and dude went to war. So maybe he was like Khalil should see that as a win too, because he's the only one that slowed Alex down. Now Alex is finally like, oh shit, maybe I should take a break. Oh, I have this problem. He was like had a whole
yeah,
list. He like I was
yeah,
like, damn, dude, like he has a list of things.
yeah,
So
yeah,
Khalil kind of like forced them into that. Hey, you need to take a break because I'm out here. I'll hurt you if you know what I mean. Like,
for sure.
so that's kind of cool. I mean, Khalil could have got knocked out in the first round, and then what? And then Alex would be like, "Give me the next fight." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Give me a fight in December. Like, what the fuck? Like, so that's kind of cool. He gave him a run for his money, man, and I think Khalil will see him again. And
for
shit,
sure.
even probably even if he has to chase him the heavyweight, I think he would still do some crazy shit like that. But the cardio, man, like how's he gonna be able to fix that cardio? You're carrying a lot of muscle on you, a lot of
I,
weight, and
I
almost
was
I like almost.
mhm.
What's up? Sorry.
Oh, I was just I remember Khalil saying he doesn't even really cut. He doesn't even really cut weight, and I'm surprised how much muscle mass he has. Like even on the weigh-ins, a lot of these guys look like they're about to die. But
Yeah,
Khalil's a little shorter than Alex, but he does carry a lot of weight. So I don't know if he'll ever cut down like some of these other fighters.
yeah, I would say it's cool. He got that title shot. I don't know. Yeah, it would be cool to see him drop down a weight class and go fight some of these other guys. But who knows, man? Who knows what his thing's gonna be? I mean, after fighting Alex, that was a rough fight. I mean, I don't know how many battles you can be in like that, what it does to your brain, your body. But
For sure.
shit, it's pretty wild, man. That Dana's like, oh, stud, huh? Dana liked that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. He always hypes these guys up. The ones that really put themselves on the line, Dana's like, that's what I like to see. That's
That's what I
what
want
gets
to
him paid,
see.
bro. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about Jose Aldo and that Bautista fight because a lot of fans are pissed off about it. And
Hmm.
Bautista's just sounding like a jackass. He's got like one of those punchable faces that you just like. I couldn't be around that guy. It just seems so fucking annoying. He's just like, it's not my fault. I held him against the fence. Couldn't do anything. I'm just like,
Yeah.
fucking hate this guy. Like everybody hates him. They booed the shit out of him. He's another
Right.
Bilal part two, bro. So I don't know
Yeah,
what you
it's
think about
interesting.
that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I felt like Aldo did his thing, bro. I'm gonna say this as like a as an Aldo fan just because I really wanted to see. It seemed like the crowd really wanted him to do well. He had a really good last fight, and everybody wants to see a title run, bro. Conor McGregor kind of shut down all the momentum he had working for himself. Bro was a freaking weapon. He still is, and I felt like he did his thing. It's a 3 round fight. 2 of the rounds, he's just defending takedowns off the cage. It didn't seem like he was caught, slipping with these significant strikes from Bautista. And I felt like it was, these 3 round fights, maybe if they they do some 5 rounders for Aldo or something, he could really prove himself because, bro, Rosen been in the fighting game for so long. He's like, it probably takes a few rounds for really to get some confidence and find himself. So I really wish that fight was like 5 rounds because I don't think it would be such a controversial decision if it was 5 rounds. I think Aldo really do his thing in there. But what you think from it? Like, do you feel like that should be like there should be a change in rules? Kind of heard the ref, kind of like the
Mhm.
same Herb Dean situation that you got to work
Yeah,
and stuff.
you
What do you
gotta
think
work.
about that? Yeah.
Yeah, let Herb Dean ref that fight, bro. I would have been breaking it up. Sorry, dude. I would have been breaking it up. At this point, I've had enough. I wanted Aldo to win though. See, that would have just been me. But all the wrestlers are gonna get mad. Like DC's like, that's part of the game. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The whole Habib thing. It's like
Yeah.
having somebody in side control on the ground, right?
Hmm.
It's like it's similar. It's just standing up. Like it's just so unfortunately it's not like a rule that you can't do that. And he found a way to win. And they're gonna have to figure out a way to get off the cage, man. Whoever's going against Bautista next, if he tries to do that again, that strategy, you got to find a way out.
Yeah.
Jose did a great job defending the takedowns. That was amazing. Um, yeah, it just sucks because it's like I don't know. One part of me is like, all right, dude, like I'm over here spending my free time watching this shit, and it's
Yeah.
like it's not entertaining. Let's just be real. It's a martial arts, of course, but it's not
Hmm.
entertaining. At what point do you say, you know what, we gotta break them up? Dana White doesn't like boring fighters. He'll do everything in his power for them to lose, like wrestlers like that.
Hmm.
He'll put them
Yeah.
against people, but sometimes they become victorious and they win anyway. Just like Bilal or Habib. Could
Yeah.
be a boring fight too, but he will smash people. He'll get them on the ground pound them, choke them out.
Hmm.
Little more exciting. Bautista didn't do anything, so it's just like, damn, dude, you're on the main stage and you did nothing really.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
I'm just surprised on how reactive the refs are to the crowd. Like, obviously, it's probably
Oh
hard
yeah.
to listen to these boos and these cheers and not think like second guess your decisions. But like, you're the ref. You've seen so much fights. You've seen so many fighting experiences. So like seeing this and kind of just like being patient with the fighters, knowing that okay, this person, like say they're on the ground, say they're
Hmm.
trying to get to a certain position, the guy on the bottom's trying to get out, and then the ref tells them both to stand up. You hear Joe Rogan
Yeah.
complain about this all the time. It's
Yep.
like it takes a lot to get the fight on the ground. It takes a lot to hold someone down. You get stood up. It's They're at a disadvantage, especially if they're a jiu-jitsu fighter. That's the main game. If you're gonna stand them back up and you're going against Izzy, it's like, bro, what
Hmm.
the hell did you just do? Like, I was doing good, like, bro, and it completely switches things up. And I'm surprised that the refs, like, they'll hear boos and they're like, oh, I gotta change something. It's like, come on, the ref should be the one dictating the fight, not the crowd. I think,
It's
even
like a
though like,
boxing fight, right?
yeah,
They in boxing fights, they're like, no, let go. You can't clinch in boxing. Like you got to like they split them apart. That's how it
yeah,
felt when I was watching the UFC too. This past weekend, right?
hmm,
They were doing that on some of the early fights, right? There's a ref that was just like they're like, what is he doing? Every time they clinch, you be like, all right, break it up. You guys got to fight.
yeah.
He must have been a boxing ref. I think it was his first UFC or something. He was new. He's probably not going to work ever
Oh yeah,
again
he
for
got like his.
UFC.
Was that the one that got his pay cut, like 60% pay cut?
Oh, I
I
didn't
saw
hear
something.
about
I saw.
that.
Yeah, dude,
Oh
it
shit.
was
Probably
crazy. I'm like, these guys were not a fan of this guy.
that was terrible. Yeah, that was terrible. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he must have had money on that fight or something, dude. That was weird. I never seen something like that before.
Nah. What you think about the other
What?
fights? Like Joaquin Buckley and Wonder Boy. Like that was a really good fight.
Oh, that was a really good fight. That was like highly entertaining. Buckley was just bringing it, bro, and just exciting just seeing somebody just like fight for the takedown like that, and Wonder Boy just defending, and it was cool. I like to see that, and it shows you like how hard it could be to get a takedown sometimes, and it could be a dog fight to get a takedown. It's not always like that easy. I'm gonna grab the leg, single leg.
Yeah,
It's not
for
always
sure.
like that. Sometimes it's a scramble all across the cage, and then you get it, and then it doesn't look clean all the time, but
Nah.
that was awesome, bro. He can not only can he throw hands, his takedowns, and that was pretty amazing. Right there, that was fight of the night. That and Alex fight of the night, bro. I'm pretty sure they got the bonuses. the
Yeah, I think they
50K.
did
So
get the bonuses. Wonder Boy, I think it's like 41, still doing his thing. Like, bro, he
oh
looks like
damn,
he was
he
like
looked good up
really
there.
impressive, bro. Really, he has his hands down. He has this like karate style. But it felt like Buckley didn't let off the gas, especially in the end of the second round. His corner was like, "Bro, you gotta do
Mhm.
something. You got to put." And he was hyping him up, and that's what he did. He finished the fight with a knockout. Hopefully, Wonder Boy's good. Maybe we'll see him a couple more times, but looking like it's probably towards the end of his career, a little past his prime, but he still could hold his own for sure.
That's true. Yeah, he's getting up there. Who else we got on there, man? Who else we want to talk about? Kayla Harris, and
I
the
wasn't
other
able
guy.
to watch that fight. I kind of want to like get your highlights from what you got from because I didn't
I was
watch it.
waiting. Yeah, I was just waiting for her to do something. I mean, she was dominant, and was holding
Mhm.
her down, and but I thought the way she was talking before, I thought she was gonna like just totally smash her,
Right.
and like I thought there's gonna be more ground and pound or whatever. It was a boring fight, bro. I was just like I
Mm.
was falling asleep. I was like, God damn, man. So that was a boring fight. Couldn't wait for it to be over. But she's still in the development, whatever. But I mean, she needs to learn how to do an armbar. Like she got to do some Ronda
I think
Rousey
she did.
shit,
She
something.
was like a judo, like a
Judo
Olympian,
champion.
judo
Yeah.
champion,
Oh yeah.
champion. I didn't even
Yeah.
know it was a champ.
I think
So,
she won champion. Yeah.
did she have any judo in there? Any takedowns, leg trips?
Shit, man. I think she had some trips. I don't think she did a hip toss though. I think she had a trip. She got him to the ground.
Okay. Right.
Um, nothing like super cool. Like Ronda Rousey would do these crazy hip tosses,
Oh
and
yeah, for sure.
she was amazing, dude. Like the stuff she used to do, she'd just like hip toss you to armbar. Shit, we do it in the fucking
Yeah,
school over there,
class.
judo
Yeah, yeah,
class.
yeah.
She used to do that shit. Like she used to fuck people up, bro. Like
I'm
she was a
surprised we don't see
beast.
no more guy fighters doing some more judo like that. I feel
I
like
don't
that could be
know.
utilized
Yeah,
a lot, like on stand up. You just see a killer judo guy just to take these guys down. Like I don't know. I know. I
you
think
don't
Marab,
see a lot.
Marab did some judo, but we
He
definitely
did.
don't see it on Ronda Rousey's level. I know these girls been training judo a long time, but imagine if we had someone could just any time they're in a clinch or anything time they shoot a takedown, you can freaking get Ryu tossed, bro.
Oh yeah, fucking. But I think it's just not trending, at all. Judo
Yeah.
is not trending at all. It's all about jujitsu right now, but everyone's sleeping on judo, and there just
Mhm.
isn't a lot of judo schools, bro. To be honest with you, like no one's really pushing it, but I wish they would
No,
because not only I think it's effective, but I also think that it's really awesome to see a cool hip toss to an arm bar or something like that, or
they're so
you know,
sick, dude.
there. I think it's dope, man.
I don't
So
know if you
I
ever
would I
checked
would
out
love to see it.
J Flow Judo on Instagram, but he does like jujitsu, judo, and wrestling. His name's like Justin Flores, I believe. But
Hmm.
bro, his highlights or just like his clips that he posts every day is so smooth. I don't know. It's kind of like jujitsu when you get a nice arm bar transition, or you transition from an arm bar to triangle. It's like it's real slick and clean. But like with judo, bro, there's so many different like variations, and then seeing these guys freaking boom, 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 and then use the momentum to take these guys down. I mean, it's like I don't know. It looks crazy. It looks like a work of art, to be honest, bro.
Hell yeah, that'd be dope.
Check that out, bro. Sick.
Yeah, so that was boring. And then the other fight, the Julia, the Pennington and Penna, whatever,
I felt like that
Pennington
was
and Penna.
worse.
That was
I
even
don't
worse. I was
know
like,
what.
oh my god, I didn't know it can get worse. It got worse, bro.
I'm
And
like,
I
bro,
was
this is a
literally falling
championship
asleep.
fight. I'm like, yeah, I got on my phone, bro. I hate to say it, but like there was no leg kicks, no calf kicks. Joe Rogan was praying for a calf
Oh,
kick,
I
bro.
heard that. Yeah,
Could,
yeah.
and they were
I
just
can't believe
like
they're not kicking. Yeah,
the whole time, and I'm like, man, this is crazy. I mean, there was times, when they're like on the ground, that I
a
felt
little
like that.
active.
Yeah, a little more active, a little more aggressive towards trying to get a finish, but standing up, man, it was a tough one.
But then it was a close fight too, right? Like it could have went either way almost. Like I thought Pennington
Right.
probably won, but then they gave it to Penna, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just like,
And then
whatever this
she
was,
was
man.
ducking Kayla right after. Like she didn't want. I was like,
She didn't want that smoke
bro,
either, huh?
yeah, no, hell no,
She's
I
like,
wouldn't. Like
she's like, I want Amanda Nunes, the one that hasn't been fighting for the last 4 years. Like,
the one who
what?
was retired.
She's not even active,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like, shut the
yeah,
fuck up. Like,
yeah, bro.
she's
Kayla
tripping,
was
bro. That yeah.
no way. There's no way. So I think she has to fight Kayla, to be honest. But
Yeah.
just as a viewer, it felt like, I don't know. It didn't feel like a championship fight, to be honest. It didn't feel like they were really fighting for, um, just trying to get a knockout or trying to finish the fight. It was like more of a patient and
Yeah,
as a fan or a viewer who's like used to seeing like the stuff in the fourth round with Alex and Khalil, it's like completely different.
yeah,
And
it was tough. It was
but
tough.
yeah,
I went to go load the dishwasher, came back, shit was still on. I was like, "Fuck," fell asleep. Then I was mad because it made me sleepy, and I missed when fuck I wa I missed Alex doing the fucking bow and arrow part because I
no,
was sleep yeah, I did, dude. I just
damn
missed
it.
it. I was like, "Oh, it's because that fucking fight made me so tired." I was like, "Dude, god damn it."
Yeah,
But that's a tip for you guys. If there's a boring women's fight coming up,
just load the
load the
dishwasher.
dishwasher, get a snack, use a bathroom. It's probably gonna go fucking 4 or 5. If it's
God
championship, you have an even bigger break. It's like 5 rounds. You go, hey, I can do all kind of shit. Come back. It's like 25 minutes right there.
yeah, yeah,
Fuck, dude, that shit was terrible.
yeah. It was
Damn.
I was just
Sorry, we just gotta
yeah,
say it,
dude. No,
dude. You're
I
tired.
totally I feel it. I feel it, man. I feel it. I understand. I'm like, man, I try to put myself in the fighter's perspective from their point of view. It's like, all right, I've been training a long time, ready to compete, championship fight. But I think they just hyped it up too much. They're saying that this like it's a 10-year beef. They grew up with like in the Ultimate Fighter. They
They
were
were
real cool,
friends.
right?
Yeah,
So I was expecting this freaking bloodbath. It was just like they're gonna try to pull each other's hair and get, but it was just like it was
nothing.
like elevator music playing during the fight. I'm like, ah, shit.
Can't believe.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens. I mean,
yeah,
let's see if Kayla can develop a little more hands. We'll see what happens, man. It might be
yeah.
even two of the most boring ass fighters, Triple H versus the fucking fish from that Will Smith movie, that
You
anime.
talk. What are you talking about? Shark Tale?
Penn, yeah, they said Penna looked like Shark Tale, and then Kayla looked like
No.
Triple H.
Oh
That was
my god.
terrible.
Yeah, no. That was definitely kind of wish there was a little fast forwards, just to speed it up a little bit. But I mean, it is what it is.
Shit,
I'm sure I don't even know if Dana talked about it. Did he?
he's probably pissed. Yeah,
He
he
probably
didn't
was like,
even mention it.
yeah. He was like,
He's like, "Where's Ronda Rousey when you need her?" And Amanda Nunes. Damn.
yeah, yeah. We're kind of spoiled with them, right? Because I mean, there's people really wanted to see them in their prime. Compared to now, it feels like female fighters. I'm sure there'll be more in the future, but just that one just didn't really hit.
And you brought up an interesting thing. Remember, you're like, why isn't there any Dagestani women fighters?
Yeah, just like imagine a female version of Khabib out there, completely just mauling
Dude,
girls. That would be
they're high.
crazy to see.
That would be a good question to ask Habib. Like, hey, do you know any women Dagestani fighters? And he'll probably be
Mm.
like, no, they only stay in the house. Only the men fight. Like, I bet you they would say some shit like that, right?
Probably,
I don't
man.
know, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
but
too
it would
traditional.
just be crazy to see. Imagine just like a female version of Khabib, and nobody wants to fight. Kind of like someone to take on. I think Kayla's probably the most dominant out there. You could
Yeah,
see physically,
that'd be sick.
she's definitely
Big ass arms, bro.
for real. I'm like, damn,
And
son, I need to hit the
yeah,
gym. I'm like,
they're huge, bro.
they are. So I'm like,
Bigger than Sean O'Malley's.
yeah, yeah, not even
Makes it,
lying.
dude. She could probably fucking wrestle him down, bro. I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
crazy.
They should do some shit like that. Kayla versus like a 135.
Nah, I don't
That'd be
think
cool.
that would be cool to see. But
That's all right.
I wanted to ask you a couple questions just because
Yeah.
you have your competition on the 12th, dude.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get inside, kind of like your mindset towards the next match, and kind of like the things you wanted to change from your first one, since you got a couple matches in. Kind of just like what you want to talk about, like the mindset preparing for it, how you feel right now.
The mindset is just to go in there, do my best, not worry about the outcome so much because I feel like I'm gonna learn so much, and I feel like I need to go get out there and inspire others to go get on the mats, bro, and
Hmm.
go put it on the line out there. Our whole gym. I feel like I gotta, you know, put myself out there, man.
Yeah,
And
for sure, respect.
what ready or not, here I come. You know, don't hide, stuff Fuji's and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
You
It's
know what I
kind of
mean?
yeah, yeah. I know what you mean, bro.
You know what I mean? I'm ready or not. I've been fucking we've been training all fucking year, dude. Like, just like you've been studying for the test for the last, 3, 4 months. It's like, well, I'm not ready yet. It's like, when are you gonna be ready? You know what I mean? When are
Exactly.
you gonna be ready?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking dad. I work full time. I'm not 22 anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't. I ain't getting paid to do this shit. I'm like gonna do my best out there. Win or not, who the fuck cares? It's just I don't want to leave any fucking questions out there when I'm like 65. Like, damn, what if I never? What if I competed? What if I? You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
felt like I got so much out of the first one, even though I lost. I felt like I gained that XP. You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
Pokemon that gets
Yeah.
fucked
Yeah.
up out there. He's getting fucked up. He's getting fucked up, and then he evolves to fucking
Yeah.
Charizard one day. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Shit. No rare candies, no steroids, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We out
Exactly.
here. So it's
Oh
like
yeah.
I feel like it's just a win. I feel like I've gotten better. Like I feel like my like in Madden, they have a toughness. I feel like my toughness went up.
Went up. Okay.
Yeah, like now I feel like whoever they bring in that school, especially somebody new, I mean like, they haven't been put in the same, situations I have in front of a
Right.
crowd, the lights on,
Yeah,
coach,
you have more experience. Is there something
yeah,
that you
so
would
it's
change
easier
that you
now.
kind of like avoid? I know you talked about some of the hydration stuff. I know for my
Yeah.
next one, I'll definitely change up some of the stuff that I'll do.
Hydration. I wasn't hydrated. The the meal I ate was like fucking 4 pieces of fucking turkey or some shit and some
Yeah.
like cashews. So I'm gonna have a full meal. I'm gonna be fully hydrated. So that's number one, number two, and then also just I feel like my nerves are gonna be down. I'm be a little more patient out there, not so tense, and just see it as a sparring match, like you said. Just but going hard
For sure.
and that's it, man.
Probably
Just
take
just
some Skittles out
have
there, go beast mode.
yeah,
Have fun.
Skittles, Rice Krispies.
Something like that.
I'm gonna stash them and just try to have fun. Live in the moment, absorb it,
For sure.
and that's it, bro. I'm not even like, oh, I should have did this, I should have did that. It's just like
Mhm.
it doesn't always. Life isn't always like that, bro. It's like you can't always like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, a half marathon, or go do this and that. It's just like I have so many things going on. It's
Yeah.
like, I got kids, bills, family, birthday parties, spend time here, go here,
Got it.
concerts. Like it's like all these things, dude. So
For
it's
sure.
like, you know, I am taking it serious though, and I want to keep competing as long as I can, bro. And I am injured, I have my look at my fucking
That was crazy.
that's my pinky. I can't
Yeah.
straighten it. That's normal. That's my pinky right now. So I'm not pulling out. I'm not Conor McGregor, bro. I'm
Okay.
fucking. You could have
Get that
seen me
thing
on
up.
here drinking tequila, talking about fucking I don't know whatever, but no, I'm gonna be out there,
That's
injured
what's
or
up.
not.
Respect to you, bro.
I have
Because
all kind
I
of
wish I
excuses
coulda
I can
go.
make. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. There'll be more. They're every month, bro. I've been looking. They're like November. I don't know if December, but
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's all good. Just catch you at the next one. I didn't want to drop. I was thinking about dropping out,
Mhm.
because of my pinky. I'm actually going to a doctor later, like 3, and slow. And doctors gonna be like, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that." He's gonna tell me that, bro. You shouldn't
Yeah.
compete. You shouldn't compete, and I'm still gonna do it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah,
tape
man.
it up.
I mean, I
What if
think
I had
that's
a
just
fight
some of the
right
stuff.
now?
Yeah. What if you did? What if you
What am
did?
I
Like, what
say?
do
You
you?
can't fight my pinky. So it's like, no.
Yeah. Just having those like those things. It's like I know the last match I had. I'm like thinking about all the other external things that could affect the fight or the outcome, and I'm like, I don't know. I felt like I added a lot of unnecessary stress on myself just because I was like, and I was like recording it. I was kind of building the stuff up, and I'm like, man, if the next one, I would have just get in there and just know that all the work that you put in training, all the different positions that you've been put in, you kind of get a different feeling of confidence just because how much time you put in.
Yeah.
And I feel like you put in a bunch of time in. I feel like you've got a bunch of different looks. Plus, the guys at the gym, they're really good. Got a bunch of wrestlers, got a different look.
Yeah.
So I just knowing that you're able to do your thing and showcase the stuff that you've been working on. I think that would help just for both of us to get in there and just feel more confident under there. Because bro, when I was playing in high school in basketball, bro, I was like, I always played off like fear. You know, I was like, I
Mm,
was scared to mess up. I didn't
true.
get want taken out the game, and I felt like that led to more mistakes because I wasn't confident in enough in my work, just because I didn't feel like I put
Mm.
enough work in practice to showcase that in the game. But I feel like with all the time that we've been putting in, I feel like we're able to showcase more just because we're doing this all the time. We have a freaking podcast, talk about all these people, have
Oh
different
yeah.
experiences, communications, kind of have a better perspective on it, you know, going into the next competition. And from there we'll learn from each one, you know, kind of fucked
Yes.
up here, kind of didn't do this. But, you know, I think just going in there is a W for
It's a
sure.
win every time. So
Every
yeah,
time.
just like exactly be confident in your skills and what you've been doing. That's how I feel too. I'm like, hey, I've been doing this. I feel confident like that I can pull some things off, man. So that's all it is. That's like half the
Yeah,
battle. You got to believe in yourself.
exactly.
And I saw that change in basketball too. Like, the more I competed and did these games, the better I got, more confident I got. You know what I mean? Pointing at people in the crowd after a layup, That's a big thing. I never thought
It
about that
is.
because I was not that confident in fucking jujitsu, bro. Like when I went out there, I was like, I couldn't even look at my coach, and I was like so locked in on my opponent. I
Right.
couldn't really look in the crowd. But I remember playing basketball. I would look in the crowd and I would score on the opposing team, and I would point to their bench and be like, I'd go like that. I would do all kind of shit. So like
Just see
that's
the next
confidence, bro.
compo doing
That's
that to the
confident.
coach, the other
Yeah,
guy's
like
coach.
what happened? You can't guard me. Like I would say all kind of shit, dude. Like
Yeah, yeah.
can't be
But
stopped. Like
yeah, for sure.
that shit fucking savage, man. Damn, dude.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
bring
the
some of that
confidence.
energy in there, bro. Fucking let it loose, bro. I think,
Hell yeah, dude.
but
I should just
the
start praying. It's to be like, "Kala sola some." I'm gonna do some shit out there, bro. And the
dude,
guys will be like, "What the
what
fuck?"
the hell? This
I'm gonna
was
bring out a little fucking shrunken head, dude. I'm gonna be like, "Sensei."
hell no. I'd be scared if I saw some shit like that.
I'll just walk off the
Uh,
mat at that point, but I'm done.
You have the you could do the bow and arrow thing or something. You know, just throw them off, man. But I'm excited for
I
you,
don't
bro.
know. It's
Like
gonna
in
be
all
cool. Yeah,
seriousness,
it's gonna be
I am.
fun.
I am. So
It's gonna be
um,
fun, dude.
I don't know if you want to talk about any other news coming up. I know we got UFC 309, Max Holloway, Ilya Taporia, and I'm excited for that. I think that's the one
Toria.
I'm. Yeah, that's the one I'm excited for the most when it comes to like the UFC fights coming up. It just feels like that was crazy. Unfortunately, Joe Rogan, I guess he's not going over there. I don't know
Oh wow.
why. I was gonna ask you like if
Hmm.
you know why he doesn't fly out to like Abu Dhabi or stuff like that. Is it because of his comedy club or because he just never
Yeah.
flies out? I was gonna ask you if you kind of knew,
Damn. Maybe because he can't bring weed out there or something, bro. It might be some weird shit like that. Because he does like to smoke a lot. So
yeah.
that could be a deal breaker for some
He
people. Like,
says
hey.
he doesn't smoke. He doesn't smoke when he's watching the fights. He said he
Oh,
used to do
really?
it when yeah. He said he did it a few times, but it got weird, so he doesn't do it anymore. I wonder
That's
why.
good. Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't go out there. That's kind of weird. It seems like it would be like a free little vacation, especially the fucking Illy I can't Aptoria Taptori. But his fight is it going to be in Spain? I think
Is
so.
it Spain
No?
or Abu Dhabi? I'm not. I thought it
Maybe
was in
it's I
Abu
think it's
Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi because the fight's going to be at like 11 a.m., which is kind of cool on a Saturday.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a football game sometimes where you wake up and it's like, oh, things on
I
already.
think that's cool. I like that too. We'll see. I mean, oh, Connor, with his boxing thing. No, his bare knuckle fighting's coming up
Right,
this weekend too, right?
right.
I
I
think
think
it's
that's in
Saturday.
Spain.
That's
I
in
think
Spain,
that's in
so
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see if Ili shows up, bro, to the fight. We'll
That would be
see.
crazy. Is that on
Man, I
pay
hope
per
so.
view? I do. I'll probably check it out to be honest. If it's on,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
yeah,
I'll
we'll
have a
talk
link for
about
that.
that.
Yeah.
I think we should do some stuff. I don't know,
Let's
react to
cover
some
it.
of the. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down to do some stuff like that right before the main events too. Like I was kind of gonna text you if like you wanted to go live and talk about some of the
Yeah, let's
fights
go live.
just before the fights, give our picks and
Yeah,
kind of just like
that's a great idea.
I think it would be cool just to get some more stuff out there because we're big UFC guys. Even though we train jujitsu, mixed martial arts is like it's just so cool seeing these different styles, different personalities, characters. All this feels crazy, bro. Especially when they start
Yeah,
throwing stuff in like with the sphere. Got these freaking indigenous tribal warriors in there
that's
mixed
crazy.
in with yeah. So it's like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah, man. We should definitely mix that in. Yeah, man. I don't know. Anything else we got to talk about?
Mm, not really. I'm just like it's kind of different just because we're not training afterwards. Usually we have like training
Yes.
right after. There's no
I
training
know.
today.
Close
I
today. Close today.
One thing I do want to talk
Sad.
about. Yeah, it is sad. But one thing I do
Whatever.
want to talk about before we head out is like not being able to train. Like I this next week, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be gone and I'm not gonna
Oh,
be
you're
able to
gonna go
train the whole week.
crazy, bro.
Dude, I'm like, no. I just been
It's
thinking
sad.
about that. I want to
Yeah.
enjoy myself, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm so used to training like
Especially,
pretty
yeah,
much
you
all the
go like
time.
5 days, 6 days sometimes, huh?
Yeah, dude. So I'm like, I'm in there doing the
Man.
thing, like, and I'm like, oh man, this next week. Is there something that's helped you out when it comes to like, you know, not training or kind of just
I
like dealing with those feelings?
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Like, man, like I can't train today, and then I wanted to train Saturday, couldn't. It's fucking sad, bro. I swear to God, it's like I get a little sad, a little depressed, and then
uh,
I don't know what to do, and then I work out, and I'm wrestling with a dummy,
yeah,
and like it's just, I mean, all you can really do is kind of just watch some jujitsu videos. That's it, bro. I
yeah,
mean, that's all you can really do. It's hard and get a workout in, but you can't like
yeah,
fucking just do jujitsu with anybody because they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're hurting me." You know what I mean? Like you're
yeah,
like, "That's I didn't even do anything yet." Like so,
yeah,
it's pretty sad, bro, and it sucks, and I feel like I get lazier too if I don't train, and it's like, but it's kind of good for you too to kind of take a break a little bit for your body.
yeah,
I guess
yeah.
you can
My
see that
shoulder's
as a
been
pro.
yeah, that's kind of the main thing I've been seeing because like I feel it in my joints, kind of just like feeling like some shoulder pain or the different aches and pains, like getting choked out. It can sometimes I can't move my neck all the way,
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm like I think it would be good to take some time off,
recovery.
but I'm just so used to just going to go train, dude. Like I'm so like
I
it's
know.
already implementing the routine.
Damn, I would say recover. Like try to stretch a
Yeah,
lot. At least stay loose and shit. There's some of those little drills you can do, like the solo drills, but
yeah, yeah.
let's be honest, that's just boring as hell. I don't know. Like, what are you gonna do? Just be doing hip escapes in the
Yeah,
hotel? Or
imagine you just like your girl just walks in the room and you're just doing hip escapes on the floor.
yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
the hell are
What?
you doing, bro?
Start doing
Yeah.
fucking jumping jack. What? I can't forget it. I need to know it.
No, I got. Yeah, I don't
Fucking
know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what I could do. I'll keep you guys updated on going to Florida and stuff like that. Maybe I could find a gym, maybe not. But
you could you
I
could
think there's
drop
a
in
check.
somewhere.
I think there's a check mat in somewhere over there, but I
Fuck.
don't. I don't know how it's gonna be.
I
So
don't know.
I'll see
Yeah.
how far it is, and I don't know. I wish I could like I don't know anybody who's like had more experience, or maybe you guys watching how it's been. Training at different gyms. If you train at school and then you go out of town, go on vacation, trying to drop in. How was your experience? Kind of just curious on that. But yeah, very very kind of. I mean, I'm happy that I'm going on vacation, but at the
Yeah,
same
it's
time,
kind of
kind
cool.
of stressing. Still kind of stressing.
And then when you come back, it's gonna be belt promotions.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my
Um,
bro to come to do like the ceremony. I think it's like I
you'll
think
be
it's like
back
more
by
of a
that time, huh?
barbecue. Yeah, so
So yeah, that's on the
I'll be back.
21st. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. First they're like, oh, AJ's like free seminar. Oh, it might be a tournament,
yeah. You never know.
acai bowls. I
I'm
was
like,
like,
I'm
we don't
just like
know what's gonna
whatever. I think
happen.
it's gonna be a good time regardless. So whatever. I try to bring my brother over there, and you could share your tournament experience as well. We'll be back and
Yeah,
kind of give
dude.
us a recap.
I'm gonna be dramatic with Alex and be like, I'm taking 7 months off. I ain't competing.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm scared that they're gonna fuck, dude. I don't know. I hope they're not like, oh, you need surgery. Like, fuck that, man. I need some advice, on anybody if anyone's ever had this kind of injury. Pretty common jujitsu thing.
right.
I think there may be some black belts that have that. I don't know. We'll talk to some people. I may just fucking just not get surgery and just be like
Let
that,
it let it ride.
Yeah.
He's like, look at this, man. This is what I
Yeah,
do
just
when
honestly,
you
if they're
scare
like, you
people
need
off.
to, yeah, that makes me look tougher. But I don't want to get. I don't know, bro. It's not bothering me that much. So it's like if they're like, "Oh, you need surgery," but then you're out for fucking 4 months. What the fuck? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know
I
about
don't know.
that.
I'll be training with the cast, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Cat fucking cast it up. I'll put some little bubble wrap. and then we'll figure it out, bro. I'm not
They
taking.
can is it do you think it's dislocating, they could just snap it back
I'm
in?
hoping it is. I'm hoping it is.
Kinda just
I'm
do a
hoping
Kobe
that for
Bryant, because Kobe,
yeah.
he broke his finger and they did and he went back in.
I'm scared to do it, but shit, I'm
Yeah,
hoping
maybe
that
get a
fool
pro.
just. I'm hoping, dude. I'm praying to God that I go there. It's like, oh, it's that, bah! And it hurts, but fuck it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, just to
I
get
don't
it
want
back.
to take 4. I don't want to take 3 months off the mat. It's like that's for
Yeah.
this. That seems stupid. I mean, I can't be the only one that's had this, or I don't know.
No,
Hopefully, I don't know. They
definitely not.
drain it, but that's all I'm really worried about at this point.
You mentioned something about, like, when you're not gonna be able to train, kinda sad, and you start
Yeah.
feeling different. Um, I felt that same way kinda leading up and after competition, because I felt like I was like I was like, "Okay, Imma have this comp." That's always thinking about competing afterwards. I'm like, "Okay, it didn't go my way," and I was kinda dealing with those feelings of like, "Damn, was I doing the right things?" Kind of the same stuff, and I kind of started looking inward and be like, seeing where my actions were just because of my feeling. Your feelings dictate
Yeah.
your actions. So trying to
Mhm.
be still trying to be your kind of like your best self in those types
Mm.
of situations, regardless, winning or
Mhm.
losing, like still staying 100 and not going back to like bad habits and stuff. Because I noticed, like, right after the fight, like it was harder for me to be like motivated to like do the stuff that I was normally doing. Like I was cold plunge, all this, doing all
Mm.
that stuff, and afterwards I'm like, I kind of slowed
Mm.
up a little bit. So I'm now building it back up, but I kind of just noticed like, hey man, I need to stay accountable to myself.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Afterwards, yeah, you're just like, damn, like you gotta like. I think you gotta take some time to reflect, a couple days, especially for me, and then get back to it. I mean, yeah, it stung a little bit, but then like I swear, like after more than I don't know, like a week, I was just like I kind of forgot about it and was like, all
Yeah,
right, I took what I can. I was like, all right, I gotta work on this and that. And then I was like, everybody forgets, nobody remembers. I barely remember like you want to talk about what happened like 4 UFCs ago? Like I don't even fucking know. Like, a lot of stuff you don't
yeah,
really, you know what I mean? Unless it was
yeah,
like you
dude.
got fucking flying armbarred or something, you know what I mean? It was nothing
Yeah, you got
detrimental. Like,
get Justin
yeah, it was
Gaethje or something.
yeah, like it was nothing like that. So it wasn't like,
Yeah,
it's a fucking jujitsu match, just like any fight. It can go either way, man. Like you just never know. Like that day, you know what I mean?
for sure.
It happened to be a better person that day or whatever. But it's just gonna make us better, and then we gotta remember like why I always like when I think about competing and stuff, I always gotta think like
Mhm.
why did I get into jiu-jitsu? I got into jiu-jitsu because I wanted several reasons. I wanted to get in better shape, I wanted to just fucking be able to defend myself. MMA has always been a strong passion of mine. I need those are a couple things why I wanted to get into it, and also being part of the team, the camaraderie. That's always dope. As
Yeah,
we get older, bro, I'm gonna let you know, like you start to, you move away, you lose a lot of good friends. They get married, they have kids. I'm just my experience, and then it's just like stuff starts to change, and it's like, oh, I'm not hanging out as much. I'm not out there drinking. I'm not out there partying. So I started to lose those friends. So it's just like I always been part of like a basketball team or something. So I was like, I need something to
yeah,
do. And martial arts always been a passion of mine, like watching it. And I start to remember I never got into it to be the world champion or to be, anything like that. So it's like, all right, I lost the weight, I've been doing it. It's, about to be a year. I'm making some good friends. I'm having a great time. My mood has changed. I'm a happier person. I'm a more active, more confident person. So
right.
all these things have built up, and it's like if something does go down with the average Joe that sits on his couch and watches football all day, I'm gonna whoop his ass. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
unless he catches me with a wild ass punch, within that 2 minutes, like whatever. But I feel like I'm a better person overall, dog. Everything, like I'm
oh
just
yeah,
more calm. I can deal with stress better. So you got to think of that, rewind, and be like, all right, you got to ask yourself why you're doing jujitsu, dude.
yeah.
It's like, do you want to become a champion? Do you want to be a competitor? Like all those things are okay, but if you do, you're gonna have to compete a lot more. You got to be competing like monthly,
All the
dude,
time.
like all
Yeah,
the
these.
time, and
Yeah,
losses and all that don't matter. It's just like you're getting there, you're getting there, you're getting there.
yeah.
You're doing
Putting the
these little
time in.
tournaments.
Yeah.
So it takes time, and then you stay at a certain belt for a long time, you know? Maybe you'll like they say, I'll be a blue belt for 5 years because I'm trying to be the best, you know? Like, I don't know. So
Yeah.
you gotta ask yourself whenever you're feeling like depressed or about this and that, it's
Yeah.
like ask yourself why like,
Why'd you start?
remember why'd you start, bro?
For sure.
Go backtrack it.
For sure. I think something that I've noticed, or something when I signed up, it was just like dealing with problems. You know, jujitsu is that's all it is. You're problem solving. I noticed the other day, even yesterday, I was like, went over to go watch the football game with my family, and they were just like they needed some help setting the stream up and connecting the laptop to the TV. I'm like, all right, there's a problem. Let's solve it. So got the HDMI to, and then ended up setting it up. I'm like, all right, it was cool. It just felt like I was just doing jujitsu. You're dealing with a problem, you're trying to figure out a solution, and
Mhm.
there's multiple ways to get it done. There's not just one way to get an armbar. You could get an armbar from anywhere. So it's like it's uh it's interesting to see how my mind shifted when it comes towards things. Like I'm more willing to be, be put in more uncomfortable situations. Like I started a YouTube channel, start putting myself out there. Like going into jujitsu training every day, it's uncomfortable. You get freaking
Oh, yeah.
stacked when you have a triangle. Like bro, it sucks. Like you got dealing with those things and fighting. You know, it feels like a lot of people say jujitsu is not a fight, but it I don't know. It feels like you're really fighting for a
Does feel like
position.
it for me. Yeah.
It feels like it for me. It feels like you're like when you're stuck or you're really trying to get out of position, you really have to fight with everything you have to be able to get out of there. Especially in a tournament, it feels like it's like personified a lot more. So it's like kind of have to know who you are, have confidence within yourself, and deal with those insecurities of like, am I good enough? Am I going to be, am I going to be good? Am I good enough to compete? Stuff like that. And then kind of just seeing the progression from when you started. Like if you had to go against someone that yourself, your first
Mhm.
day of jujitsu right now, bro, you're totally
Easy
kicking his ass. Yeah. Easy
easy
work,
fight.
easy
Yeah, easy.
money.
So easy, bro.
Yeah.
Within 2 minutes, I'm done. Like, done.
So just like
And
sometimes like a
mentally
lot of
too.
people don't see that.
Yeah.
And
So, that strong mentality is like, yeah, it's growing, bro, on me too, like, and yeah, I try not to discourage myself because even sometimes now I feel like I'm just, you get into that zone where you're like, damn, I'm not progressing at all. You know what I mean?
right.
And then, but you got to like backtrack it and think about it, like, when you started. And it's just going to be cool to see continue training for another year. Like, goddamn, like what's going to change in your game? Like, how much better are you going to get? Like, how much better is a gas tank? It's gonna be awesome, man. I can't wait for,
Yeah.
the winter's arc, number one, but then also just like when it gets cooler and then just keep training, bro, and just
Yeah.
stay healthy and know when to put the foot on the pedal and when to like, all right, I'm just going for more technique. I don't have to kill myself every time, doesn't have to battle everybody, like,
Exactly.
still tapping out to some stuff and just keep the ego in check. That's why I think the
It's huge.
tournaments are good too. Keep the egos in check, and sometimes you gotta lose to become champion, man. To like
Yeah,
realize,
for
like,
sure.
oh shit, or to realize. Like I was watching that George Foreman movie, and it was a trip. And he it took him his ego got so big, and then it took him to lose to realize, like, holy shit, I have a great family, I have this and that. Like he came back to reality, like,
Yeah.
so it's like that's what jujitsu does to you. It brings you to reality and it like ego checks you. And it's like, you think you're the shit. You're tapping out like 4 white belts, and then like the brown belt comes along and just fucking wrecks you. And you're just like, damn, I'm like a little kid out here. I'm like a
Yeah.
little baby. I'm
Yeah.
defenseless. Like,
Right.
and everybody just saw me lose. That too, it's like I used to be scared of people seeing me suck out there, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I felt like people were just laughing at me, dude. Like when I
I
lost my
feel you,
first
bro.
time.
Mhm,
And you know, and that happened to Foreman too. He came back to fight. He had to fight again. He lost everything, and he was like
mhm.
fat. He was big, and
Yeah,
he's like, dude, I feel like everybody's gonna be laughing at me. He's like, hey man, don't fucking worry about that. None of those fuckers, they're not here where you're at. Blah blah blah. And then he won, and he's like, hey, I ain't laughing at you anymore. So it's like, so it's
I
like
gotta
people
check
want
that
to
out.
talk trash, and it's a great movie. It's inspirational, and
Mhm.
but how many people are out there putting it on the line? How many people are putting themselves in uncomfortable situations, hopping in the cold plunge, training, It's one thing going in a gym, lifting a weight up and down. Like I would never feel uncomfortable going into the gym and lifting weights. It's like, what do I have to fear? Like, oh, I can't lift it. Someone spots me, and it's just like, ain't nobody there to spot you when some heavyweights on you in side control, bro. Ain't no, you
Uh,
gotta, you know what I mean?
yeah, it's
So
all yeah for sure.
I ain't training to be the best fucking weightlifter, you know what I mean, anymore. So we're actually doing skills out there. So nobody could really tell you anything, bro, win or lose, is because especially if they're not doing shit, if they're not putting it out there on the line, they're grown man, kicking a ball around, playing soccer, like they're little kids, bro. Like, come on, fuck out of here.
Yeah, nah, I
No,
feel you.
that's like
Nah, I
shit,
feel
man.
you, bro. It is inspirational, just like seeing like the progression of like kind of like how you think pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
different.
some things you don't tolerate some of the things I used to do. Like that version of you's, long gone. You have to stay accountable. I know David Goggins talks about it, but he
Mhm.
fights that inner weakling inside of him every day. Of course,
Got
when
to.
you're waking up at like 5:30 in the morning or you hear your alarm go off, you kind of just want to chill. You want to watch YouTube, maybe order some DoorDash, whatever. But if you don't push yourself and make yourself uncomfortable, to grow, you're just going to be in the same spot. And I kind of caught myself in the same
Oh, yeah.
spot for like for a few years where I'm like, I'm just going to school. I'm learning and reading some books here and there. I thought I was good enough. Hell no, I wasn't doing anything. I thought I was doing like more than the other people around me. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to better myself. But I was really just like living comfortably in that state and just realizing once I started putting myself out there, started feeling a little uncomfortable and feeling fear, still going with it.
Mhm.
Um, and I've realized that it takes a lot to grow as a person, even as a martial artist. And it's like you said, the ego gets checked all the time. You never know, you might get someone who walks in new, first time coming in, and you might kick your butt. You've been training for a year, and it's like, are you
Yeah.
gonna have an existential crisis if you get tapped out? No, it's just like, bro, you see that there's mistakes. You're not perfect. No one's
Yeah.
perfect, and it's
Nope.
like as long as you're striving and making moves, making changes, then I think that's probably the best move to do from there.
Yeah, and is that guy who did all that, is he gonna stick around? Is his toughness gonna be is he gonna be able to do some rounds? Is he gonna be there for a year? Is he gonna be able to come twice a week? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so it's like you can't compare yourself and you can't get down about people like that because it's like, all right, did he spaz out, get lucky? He's gonna hurt himself. Is he doing too much? Like, we're in this for the long run. So it's like you got to think about that too, man. Because
yeah,
you see people come in, they acting all tough, and maybe they're on steroids, maybe they're benching a whole lot, and they're just powerful. They come in, but then, oh, what happened? Oh, this fool got hurt. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Doing too much. So, but yeah, the confidence, man. Just like you said, you get put in these situations, and you gotta. We're in uncomfortable situations a lot, so it's helped me at work too, man. I remember coming in to work, and I used to get nervous when like the ICU team would come down with this patient on a ventilator, and
yeah.
now it's like, I was just like, oh, this, I can handle this. Like my body's been in the higher stress, so it's just like, oh, this is not so bad, and
Right.
be able to talk to them with confidence, look them in the eye. All right, man, we're gonna do this and that, and they just see that the way you carry yourself, like people will realize that. Like doctors will see you and nurses. Like I'm just talking my situation. They'll see me and they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's confident." Like, okay, I trust him what he's saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like
Hmm.
if you're like, "Oh, I don't know," and like they'll start like, "Hey,
Yeah, people pick
that's
up on that
like."
right away, bro.
So
Right
that's
away.
why I said there's a certain thing with the higher the belt, like they carry themselves differently. I see that. You know what I mean? And it's a magical thing. Especially like black belts, man. They just carry themselves a certain way, and it's just like it's pretty legendary, bro. So it's like imagine you being a black belt and it's just like you're gonna have you get so much respect and like you can like teach it to like if you have kids, like your kids, your grandkids, you're like Master Splinter at that point, bro. Like in or outside of a dojo, dude, you can just be in your backyard, like their mats is you literally have your little backyard school and you can literally teach someone, dude. I think even at like a high blue belt or purple belt, you have the
Hmm.
ability to show somebody like some significant moves, dude, and really teach. And that's it's so interesting, man. With jujitsu, you
Yeah.
can get super deep, and
Yeah,
It's dope, man. I'm enjoying the journey, bro. Like
that's what's
I'm
up.
seeing how better I'll become. Imagine like you feel like you're a better person now. Like what are you gonna be like in a year? Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna be on here wearing suits. Like, what's gonna happen, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck's gonna happen, bro?
I wouldn't have guessed it, bro. Like even last year, that's when I
I don't
first
know.
started, bro. I didn't even know you. I didn't even know like
No.
I saw you a few times come in. I'm like, oh, what's up? And then I remember we're in like the locker room talking about B team with Craig Jones. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's crazy. I
somebody
was
knows
shocked.
about Craig Jones or B team. I'm like, all right, we found someone that just had like minded. And after a few months training, like I man, started a podcast, started talking about it. And I feel like even as a podcast, just me and you, we've grown a lot trying to figure out, what topics to talk about, kind of just
Oh
get
yeah.
comfortable. And bro, it's crazy. It's like, there's so many things to learn and to, you know, change like the habits and stuff. But it's just like, I feel like it's dope just to improve overall, just because the better we do, the better, the listeners they have a better time listening to the podcast, or able to enjoy it more, share
Oh yeah.
it, all that stuff, and maybe it helps them to get the confidence to step in the gym. It's like, what if it's like, oh, we listened to your podcast and I started jujitsu? Like that's crazy. Like
Oh, that's
that's
crazy. Yeah.
even my brother starting jujitsu is like, bro, like it's a
That's
different world.
amazing.
It's like crazy. It's like just being in there, being on the mats. It's totally different from anything else that I've experienced, and that's
Hmm.
why I'm like I want to train so much, because it's like there's so much to learn. It's
Yeah,
like, yeah, like what you said, master splinter. There's master splinters out there, like for real.
there
Like
is.
that, you think it's like all hype and all that stuff, or just like, or was it that woo woo stuff? But there's real people who think
Oh
on
no.
on a different plane, and it's like crazy to listen to them teach.
Yeah. Can't wait to get there one day just to be able to like just be in the matrix and just see like how to set things up and just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just like see
crazy.
holes in people's game, just be a part of jujitsu. Hopefully as long as I can, man. Even when I can't roll as hard, I've hopefully a black belt, teaching and just being part of it and rolling around a little bit. That'll be dope, man.
Yeah, man.
Coaching
Yeah,
someone,
just
walking
gotta keep.
somebody out to the cage, bro. You never know, man. You just never know, bro.
Never know,
You
never
never
know,
know,
and
dude.
that's something I've just that's something I'm starting to realize. I'm like, man, the it's just endless, bro. Anything can
It
happen.
is.
So it's like
Anything
being
can happen.
being ready for whatever. That's the name of it. So
Oh
hell
yeah.
yeah,
But I think we gotta wrap this up. So
yes
yeah,
sir. An
it's
hour
getting
in.
out early. Hell yeah,
Let's
dope
go.
pod.
Oh yeah.
Like, subscribe. Also, one thing, I have one of the. If you guys see us, I got a couple stickers, man. We got this is one of them. I don't know if you guys can.
We
Let me
could
see if
probably
I
throw
can.
an image up if it doesn't get focused, but it'll
Yeah,
be
it's
on the
probably
little.
not.
Hey,
Hey, if you guys can kind of see that, we got some stickers out. So if you see us in the gym training, it'd be like, hey, let me get one of them stickers, man. I got like three different kind. Yeah, man, let us know. And then if you're watching from somewhere else, I can mail some out to you. I got envelopes, stamps, all that. Anyway, we'll get back. Hey, have a good time in Florida.
thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a great time at your tournament, bro. You're gonna kill it. Do your thing. Just be the best version of yourself, bro.
All right, man. All right, we out of here.
Let's go,
Peace.
man.
Like,
Thank you
subscribe, man.
guys. Like and subscribe. Catch you guys next week. We out.
Yeah.